going to do the watercolor flower for you. So first, I already have my gel down and I'm going to wipe off that inhibition layer with alcohol before I go for my color. Okay, so once that's done, you let it dry. And we are going to use Sharpies for this. Did you just dye a little bit? It's pretty cool. This will work only if you have a really good top coat that protects from fading. So say you have a good one that keeps white, that's what you're going for. So now that we've taken off that sticky layer, it's because it allows these to color. I'm gonna do pink and yellow because in between when they melt together, we're gonna get a good orange color, whereas if you do something that ends up with mud in the middle, you're not gonna love it. Then I'm gonna take a little baby brush and I'm going to put it in my alcohol, and I don't want it dripping, but I want it wet. And then we're gonna dab the alcohol over the floral and let it run. Let it run. I'm gonna want a little bit more for this guy. Let it run. And then I like to make it a little bit lighter back here, like it's faded. So I'll almost go in and like wipe out a little bit. If it bleeds, just clean it off. Like, look how cool this flower looks. I'm just gonna take out with alcohol. So alcohol almost essentially removes it. Let that dry. See how it bleeds? Cool. And then if you go in with a second layer, it's gonna bleed awesome. And you can kind of control it, like I want a little more over here, but I don't want that to go in there. But I find the more you try to control it, the less you're gonna love it. Okay, so it looks cool. And see how we have like a good fiery orange almost happening and a pink, and your centers are open and clean. So those are super cool. Now there's a couple options for centers. I'll show you both. Once it's dry, so I'm just gonna blow and make sure nothing's moving. You can, one, take your Sharpie and give it a bunch of center dots. You could even go in and trace shape with it if you want. Or two, I'm gonna show you how to go in with your black gel now that it's dry, and do some art. So I'm gonna take a thin art brush, and I like to use like an art gel, and see, like I place it kind of, I dip my brush and then place it and kind of wipe it off. You've got to roll that brush in the paint so it will flow down. Okay. So now what makes it really look cool, like I like this flower, I would leave it. But if you want to go true watercolory, you want to like sketch floral in there and like not make it perfect. Maybe like add a few lines. Oh, maybe I want petals peeking there. And I always think it looks good to like have it falling off the nail so the design completes. And then lots of sketchiness. Now, I'm gonna go in here straight up and down or you'll get strings. I'm gonna give it a bunch of little center dots. Okay, so there's two watercolor floral options. You of course can do this sketching with like a pink or a white or something. I just wanted to give you a good contrast. I love this, how it looks. It's kind of awesome, huh? This floral too. Okay, so now that your sketching's done with your gel, you're gonna cure it. Okay, so you do want a top coat that's not gonna fade. It's hard to find that, but if you find a top coat that doesn't yellow on top of white, then you're in business. And cure. Okay, and now we're gonna cleanse. And you have beautiful watercolor floral. This one is all Sharpie. This one is Sharpie with gel. gel play or art gel. Pretty cool, right?